Hey everyone, Dash Attack here. Today I'm going to be talking about the God of War franchise. Now, I have only beaten Chains of Olympus, but I do know that the series started out exclusively Greek mythology before taking a hiatus and coming back with Norse mythology. Since then, all the focus has been on the newer games and the newest storyline with an older Kratos and his son. This year was the 20th anniversary of God of War, and Sony fans were expecting a collection or new ports of the original Greek games to coincide with the newer games. And Sony just gave a bunch of free skins as their 30th anniversary reward. And it just makes me to wonder, why does Sony hate God of War?
Yeah, I said it.
Seriously, you're making a story-based game with a game that does reference the older games, and you're not making those games accessible on your platform to get more people into the series and to keep the IP fresh and alive. I mean, for a company that is known to remaster everything, including games that came out 4 years ago, it just doesn't make any sense not to make a collection for PS5. I can only suspect it's because they don't like the content in those older games. Like, even Astrobot snubbed the Greek saga for in favor of newer iterations of Kratos. It seems like across the board they want the PS2 and PS3 era memory hold, and they just want to go forward with their current story. I think this is terrible both for a business perspective and for the franchise health. If you want more people to get into the games, you should make the games accessible on modern hardware. I mean, it'd be easy. It should be easy, but for some reason they won't do it, and I can only speculate as to why. Hell, even the live action show being made for Amazon Prime is skipping the Greek story entirely and jumping straight to the Norse storyline of the newer games. That was definitely a deliberate decision because for whatever reason Sony wants to distance itself from the Greek saga, even though so many fans still love it. Amazon's long-awaited God of War TV adaptation has been in the works for quite some time, and while it's set to focus on the franchise's most recent Norse saga, there is a lot of hope among fans that the show won't forget where Kratos came from, given how much of Kratos' emotional core is rooted in his violent past. Including snippets of the Greek saga could be key to making the God of War TV series resonate with both longtime fans and newcomers alike. Like, I guess with flashbacks and stuff, but that's still a lot of ground to cover. You're basically trying to cover two storylines at once. Back in 2022, Amazon secured the rights to bring God of War to the small screen after winning a competitive bidding war. Initially, screenwriters Mark Fergus and Hawk Odsby, Children of Men, Iron Man, and showrunner Ralph Ukins, The Wheel of Time, were attached, but all three exited the project in 2024. That's never good. Deborah Charcher led Ronald D. Moore, Outlanders For All Mankind, stepping in as new showrunner for God of War TV series. The current plan is to adapt the story of God of War 2018, which entails Kratos' journey with his son Atreus across the Norse realms to fulfill his late wife's final wish. However, while the God of War's Norse chapter is mostly rich and critically acclaimed, it's far from the beginning of Kratos' tale. The original God of War trilogy and its spin-offs told the story of a range-field Spartan warrior who, after selling his soul to Ares and being tricked into murdering his own wife and daughter, set out on a blood-soaked path of vengeance against the Greek gods. These games were phenomenal in establishing Kratos as one of gaming's most iconic characters and helped turn God of War into a household name. The 2018 Norse reboot of God of War series picked up well after the end of the Greek saga, showing a calmer, more introspective Kratos trying to escape his past and raise Atreus in peace. It's funny, nowhere in this article does it speculate that Sony just flat out hates the Greek saga, and that's why they've moved Kratos away from his older character in order to rebrand the series into something they like more. I don't know what it is about the old God of War series they don't like. Was it too masculine, too hetero? I honestly have no idea because I haven't played too much of the games. But, if they made them available, I'd certainly buy them. To get caught up on the series. Not sure why they haven't. I can only suspect it's because they didn't like the content, like the sex mini games. Where is it? Okay, here down below we see the sex mini game in one of the God of War games. I have it obscured because of YouTube, and but you can see there's a lot of shaking, there's a lot of button pressing, and even though it happens off screen, there is naked women in the thing, and I just got to make sure none of them pop up on that side of the screen, or I'll get in trouble with YouTube. Oh, do you see? Oh, he got health from it. So, let me know if I'm doing this meme right. Sony, give me the God of War Greek Saga remaster, and my life is yours! Okay, just let me know if I did the meme right. Apparently, also, God of War is the most played Sony franchise ever. And this guy points out that they totally blew the 20th anniversary by not releasing a collection.
You blew it, B. You blew it.
And for the 20th anniversary of the franchise, the fans were rewarded with in-game cosmetics. That was Sony's big plan for the best-selling franchise. No signs of God of War Greek Saga game remasters, which fans have been asking for years. It's very suspicious, especially with Sony's track record for remastering everything. Horizon got a remaster before the Greek games. As long as they keep making stubborn business decisions like not re-releasing those games, I do believe like Sony, like Xbox, will suffer, and that Nintendo, despite all their controversies, will continue to be the basically like there is no console war because Nintendo already won it. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. I'm Dash Attack. I'll see you next time.